All right. Well, welcome to Yoga Nidra for mental health. So, everybody heard that the next Monday night class will be on June 9th. And then if you want to join my June 3rd class, I'll be sending an email to remind everybody about that. Okay. So with that said, I know a lot of you were here last week and for this class on mental health, and it's based on Richard Schwartz internal family systems, where all of us have different parts. Got Gail coming. Okay. Hey Sandy. And basically, yeah, we all have these different parts. So I have a deck of these cards from internal family systems just so you can see. So here's like a woman and she's like Shiva. She's doing all these different things. She's got 100 million
Vacuuming.
things going on. Yeah. And then there's, our superhero part.
Mm.
And then, we could have a wounded child part,
Mm.
could have an anger part. And then here's another part where there's an older person, this could be a caretaker part.
Mm.
And then look at this. This is somebody who's actually really thin, but when they look in the mirror, they see something else.
Yeah.
That's right.
Or this to me looks like a shameful part.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a bullying part.
Yes.
This looks like a rebel.
Yeah.
Weight of the world on my shoulders.
Yeah. Lots of
And
parts.
then the problem solving part.
Yeah.
So basically this IFS model, internal family systems model, says that all of these parts are good, but they're all trying to help us in some way. And sometimes they get overreactive, or sometimes, like for instance, that wounded child part, the wounded child doesn't know we're adults. So as a child, we may have put up walls or barriers to protect ourselves, and then never took them down.
Right.
So then in our adulthood, we still have this wall or barrier up, and it's not serving us in any way. So the whole idea is just being able to understand that all these different parts are there to help us, and being able to understand and care for them leads to better self-awareness and healing. And just remember that the center of each person is the self with the big S. Curious, compassionate, connected. And when we lead from that place, it just makes life a lot easier to deal with. So all right. So welcome everybody. I know Sandy's here, Brenda's here. All right. Margot, Winnie. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna put everybody on mute. I saw Jim is here. Hey Jim, good to see
there.
you. Hi, Gail popped in. Okay. So we're gonna start with some light joint and gland exercises. So y'all just do what you can. So if you're either sitting in a chair or sitting on the floor in Sukhasana, that's fine. Good. And both feet are firmly placed on the floor. Your feet are hip distance apart. And just press your feet into the floor just to feel connected. And we're going to start by warming up our neck. So on your next exhalation, exhale and look over your right shoulder. And I'm going to try to mirror you. And you're just noticing your range of motion. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, look over the left shoulder. And maybe you notice one side, you can go a little further. Exhale, look over the right shoulder. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, look over the left shoulder. Inhale back to center. And now I'm going to ask you to turn your head, whatever side felt a little sticky or stuck. So just turn your head to that side and then put the palm of your hand to the side of your head and then lightly press into your head and then press your head into your hand. And take like 5 breaths here. So just make this very active. So you're pressing and trying to turn the head at the same time. We're just going to see if we can release this just a little bit, even if it's just a centimeter. And then after you've taken 5 breaths, go ahead and you can put your hand down, inhale, come back to center, exhale, look in one direction, inhale back to center, and then exhale to that side that was a little stuck. And just notice maybe you go a little bit farther. I notice I do. And then come back to center here. And we're going to put our right hand under our chair, or if we're sitting on the floor, you can put it on the floor. And then gently bring your hand up and just drop that ear to the shoulder. Inhale, release. Do the same thing to the other side. Good. Inhale, come up. And now I'm going to take my left arm. I'm going to bring it straight out in front of me, and I'm going to cross it over my body, and then take the opposite arm, kind of hook it, and I'm just going to pull that upper arm closer to my chest. And I'm feeling a stretch in the shoulder and in the forearm. Good. Relax, let go. Bring the opposite arm out in front, then cross it over, and then bring the arm up and just draw it towards you. Again, you're just noticing the stretch in the shoulder, the arm, and maybe even the upper back. And then release. Let's bring our shoulders up to our ears, behind us and down our back, forward, up, behind, down our back, and just make some circles here. Loosening up those shoulders. And now we'll go the opposite way, bringing them up, forward, and down the back. Good. Okay. Then bring the shoulders up and drop them. Bring them up and drop them. Bring them up and drop them. Good. And I'm going to stand up, but if you can stay seated, you're more than welcome to do that. And I am going to stand feet hip distance apart. I hear some noise. I'm just going to see who is still on. It's you, Margot. I'm going to mute you. That's okay. I muted you. So let's just start to swing the arms. Just swinging the arms. Feet are hip distance apart. Again, you're just noticing the range of motion here. In the shoulders, the arms. And now we're going to put a bend in the arms. Good. Knees are soft. And then go ahead and release, kind of shake those arms out. And now I'm going to crisscross the arms. So I'm just alternating which arm is on top. And just notice how it feels in the upper back when you cross the arms and how it feels in the chest when you open the arms. Good. And slow that down. I'm going to open up my feet a little wider than my hips. And I'm just going to do empty coat sleeves and just let the arms be loose, and they're tapping. One hand's tapping the hip and the other is tapping the buttock. And I'm coming up on the ball of my foot, waking up all the ligaments in the feet. And shake that out. And we're going to do for our hips, and I'm going to show you 2 variations. So we'll do 8 times in each direction on each leg. So just as a refresher, go ahead and shift your weight over to the middle toe of the foot that you're going to be standing on. Lift the opposite leg up, and then start to make rotations. You'll go 8 times in one direction, 8 times in the other direction. And if you're sitting, you can, if you're able to cross the leg, you can start to make rotations just seated this way. And just see how that feels. So 8 times in one direction, then 8 times in the opposite direction. Just getting some kind of movement in there. And then when you're ready, you'll change legs. 8 times in one direction, 8 times in the other direction. And I'll let the Tom in. All right. There we go. So we should be about finished up here. Hey, Natom, welcome. Glad you can make it. All right, good. And then just put, if you're seated, just go ahead and put both those feet down here. And everybody come to seated. We're going to do just a simple twist here. So if you're seated on the floor in Sukhasana, you can do the twist here as well. So I'm going to bring my left hand behind me and put it on the back of my seat of my chair. If you're seated on the floor, you can just set it behind you. If you need a yoga block behind you to put your hand, you can do that. And then I'm going to bring my right hand to my left knee. I'm going to inhale and sit up nice and tall. And then on my exhale, I'm going to twist towards my left. And I'm going to stay here, but with every inhalation, I'm going to get a little taller. And with every exhalation, I'm going to twist a little bit more from the navel center, from right here. Continue to inhale and exhale. So this is very active. And now when we unwind, we're going to start from the neck, the middle of the spine, and then the abdomen. So as we, our next inhalation, we're going to start with the head and gently unwind this way. Come to the center, take a nice diaphragmatic belly breath to release the diaphragm. Good. And then we'll place the left hand on the right knee, bring the right hand behind us. Inhale, get really tall, and then exhale, twist to your right. And again, with every inhale, grow a little taller. And with every exhale, twist a little bit more from the navel center. And then inhale and come back to center. And take a nice diaphragmatic belly breath. Good. Go ahead and bring your palms together, interlace your fingers and press your palms away, opening up the palms of the hands. If you're able to, you can inhale the arm overhead, release and bring the elbows tight next to your body. And then on your next inhalation, just do a little bit of a baby back bend. Not much, just like this. Good. Bring the palms back together and release the hands. Push them away from you so all the palm is opening up. Stay here, or Continue to inhale, go above your head. Release and come down. Elbows are tight, fingers are nice and wide. And then on the next inhalation, go ahead and little baby back bend. And we'll do that one more time. Palms come together. Interlace the fingers, push away. And then inhale overhead. Release and come down. Inhale, baby back bend. There, good. Just kind of shake it all out. And now we're going to work on some dexterity for the hands and the fingers and the wrists. So bring your arms straight out in front of you. Hey, Marcia. And at hip height, hip height, shoulder height. And then bring your fingers, point them up to the sky, and then exhale down. So you're inhaling up and exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. So you should feel this in your wrists, maybe your forearms. So if you play tennis or golf or pickleball, your wrists might be pretty flexible. Keep on doing that. I don't know who's here. I bet this is Lola. Let's see. Good. And then go ahead and shake that out. Good. Now bring your hands into a claw and then open them up and close them. Open up and close them. So all these hand exercises are very good for dexterity and getting the synovial fluids in the hands and the fingers and the joints moving, so you don't get really stiff. Because if you have arthritis, movement is the best medicine. So open up your hands, and now we're going to bend each knuckle at a time. So the thumbs, then see if you can do a finger, the middle finger, the ring finger, and the pinky finger. And now can we open the thumb, open the pointer, open and straighten out the middle finger. Oh, straighten out the ring finger. Mine's stuck. And then the pinky finger. Good. Shake that out. Good, good, good. And then hands again, flat like you're pressing on a wall. Fingers are together. And then go ahead, open them up wide and close them. Open them wide and close them. There we go. And shake those out. And then go ahead and just with the thumb and the tips of the fingers, just touch the tips of the fingers. You get to the pinky finger, go backwards. And then pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky, pinky, ring finger, middle finger, and pointer finger. Good. Make a light fist, putting your thumb inside. And now we're just going to knock. We're just going to knock, 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 like you're knocking on a door. Good. And straighten out the arms. And now we're going to do wrist circles. So all this is good for the wrists. Good. And see if you can get the wrists going in the same direction. And then we'll go the opposite direction. Good. And then just go ahead and shake that out. And I'm going to just come up here and get a little closer. Very good. All right. Who popped in? I got to see who's here. All right. Oh, hey, it's Lola. Hello, Lola. All right. And the Tom is here. Okay, very good. All right, so let's go ahead and sit up nice and tall. And we're going to do this mudra. I think we've done this before, and we're going to do it with our left hand. So a mudra is just a gesture. Okay, so like a peace sign is a gesture. We're going to do the Vayu mudra for wind. So the yogis say if we have too much wind in our body, that it can cause stomach upset, flatulence, and also Parkinson's is known as a disease of the wind as well. So we're going to take the left hand, we're going to bend the pointer finger, and we're going to use our thumb to hold it down. And we're going to keep the other 3 fingers straight. Right. So, and then if this is hard to do, you can just go and you can just take your other hand and hold it, and you can just set it right there on your thigh, palm up. So to have what you're doing is you're changing the circuitry in your body. Okay, so you're helping to get rid of this excess wind in the body. And the yogis say that you do this 3 times a day for 3 minutes. So morning, noon, and night for 3 minutes. And what this is to do, it changes the circuitry in the body, and it only lasts a few hours. So that's why you have to do it 3 times a day. But while we do this, we're just going to close our eyes if you're comfortable. And we're just going to connect with the breath. So we're just going to find our breath. We're just going to check in to see what we brought to our practice today. So just notice where the breath is. Is it in the belly? Is it high in the upper chest, or is it in the middle chest? Just noticing without trying to change it. And notice if the breath, if there's any pauses or hesitation, or if it's a continuous flow of inhalation and exhalation. Again, you're not judging, you're just witnessing. And now witness the cadence of the breath. So is your inhale and your exhale like the same count or the same beat, or is one of them a little longer than the other? So again, just notice. Is there any wheezing or hissing with the breath, or is it silent? And lastly, is the breath smooth, or is it a little bumpy? Again, just noticing, making an observation without a judgment. And now let's begin our pranayama. So we're going to take 3 ujjayi breaths, breathing from the base of the throat, like we're sipping the breath through a straw. And now we're going to take piercing the moon breaths, where we always inhale through the left nostril and exhale through the right nostril. So I am just a guide. Everybody's breath is a little different. So just trust your own breath. So when you're ready, just gently close the right nostril, inhale through the left. If you're ready, close the left, exhale right. Close the right, inhale left. Exhale right. If you're ready, inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. And one more time, inhale left. And exhale right. When you're ready, go ahead and take 3 more Ujjayi breaths, breathing from the base of the throat like you're sipping the breath through a straw. Slight constriction of the throat. And you should be able to feel the breath hitting the back of the throat. And now we'll take 5 Surya Bena breaths, piercing the sun breath, where we always inhale through the right nostril and exhale through the left nostril. So same thing, trust your own breath. I'm just a guide. So gently close the left nostril, inhale right. When you're ready, exhale left. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. Exhale left. And inhale right. And exhale left. And then go ahead and take 3 Ujjayi breaths, breathing from the base of your throat. Slight constriction of the throat, like you're sipping the breath through a straw. And when you've completed that, you can just rest the other hand on your thigh and just kind of connect with your breath. Just notice maybe you've made some space between your thoughts. And I'll give everybody just a minute or two to go ahead and find your space for Yoga Nidra for mental health. Reminding everybody, if you weren't here last week, this is based on Richard Sport's theory of parts work, where we all have these different parts that are trying to help us. And we just want to make friends with them because we know that they're here to help us, but sometimes they get a little confused. So wherever you're at, just begin by getting comfortable. Open up your feet a little wider than your hips. Allow your shoulder blades to move down your back. And arms next to you, palms open, preferably nothing touching the fingertips. And take a moment just to give yourself permission for the next 30 minutes or so for your practice. And now begins the practice of Yoga Nidra. So set the intention to identify which parts need attention and support, and to strengthen and access yourself, one clear, compassionate center within each of us. Remember that these parts of us serve a purpose and they want to help us. And by understanding and caring for them, it can lead to a deeper sense of awareness and healing. So sense, feel, or even see the parts of you that are currently in your field awareness. This may include young or wounded parts known as the exiles, maybe a bullied child or a teenage rebel. And these parts can carry pain from past experiences. They often feel isolated and are just seeking love and safety. And perhaps there's managers, protective parts that suppress exiles, and they strive to keep them under their control. They may show up as the perfectionist or harsh self-criticism parts. And then lastly, there's the firefighters. These are the reactive parts that try to numb or distract you from the emotional pain that you may be feeling through impulsive behaviors like binge eating, substance abuse, gambling, shopping sprees, or disassociation. So, whatever parts show up, just offer your gratitude and your compassion for them. Invite your parts to join you in this Yoga Nidra practice. Some parts may accept your offer and others may not. Either way, you're going to remain calm without judgment. And just remember, at the center of each person is the self. And when we lead from the self, that cool, collected, curious, compassionate center, we can support our parts with wisdom and care. And now please just open the body to earth and become aware of the points of contact your body makes with whatever space is beneath it. And relax here. Become aware of the breath and sense the smooth, effortless quality of the breath. And the body from the crown of the head to the base, all the way to the toes, and reconnect to awareness and your inner space. Just invite your breath to resolve any tension that it may find. And now we're going to count back from the number 9. And every time the belly drops, feel the body contacting the earth. Inhale 9, exhale 9. Inhale 8, Please continue. Please stop counting. It doesn't matter if you finished or not. But now just abide in awareness and become steeped in gratitude and be grateful for every decision that's led you to this moment now. And we're going to practice the Sankalpa. And if you like, you can repeat, I know I am worthy of happiness and success. I make choices that align with my higher self. I know I'm worthy of happiness and success. I make choices that align with my higher self. So mentally repeat the Sankalpa 3 times. After 3 rounds, visualize in your mind what life will look like once your Sankalpa has come to fruition. Feel the joy and the gratitude that this practice is moving you in the direction of achieving your Sankalpa. Please begin. And now we're going to practice 31 points. So just allow my words to wash over you. Remember, Yoga Nidra is not so much about doing, it's about being effortless. So please bring your awareness to the space between your eyebrows and see or sense a star-like point of light. Throat center, same thing. Star-like point of light. Awareness moves to the right shoulder joint. Let go of all doing. Point of light. Right elbow joint. Star-like point of light. Center of the right wrist. Relax into this space. Point of light. Tip of the right thumb. Point of light. Of the right pointer finger. Point of light. Tip of the right middle finger. Relax. Tip of the right index finger. Point of light. Tip of the right pinky finger. Point of light. Awareness returns to the center of the right wrist, alert to presence and point of light. Right elbow joint, point of light. Right shoulder joint, body drifting towards sleep. Throat center, point of light. Left shoulder joint, presence, ease, point of light. Left elbow joint, point of light. Center of the left wrist, you are the witness. Awareness moves to the tip of the left thumb, point of light. Tip of the left pointer finger, point of light. Tip of the left middle finger, relax into this space. Tip of the left ring finger, point of light. The left pinky finger, point of light. Center of the left wrist. Let go of all doing, point of light. Left elbow joint, point of light. Left shoulder joint, point of light. Throat center, breath and awareness move here. Heart center, deep beneath breastbone, star-like point of light. Center of the left chest or breast, heart center. Center of the right chest or breast, heart center. Now please become aware of yourself as space, boundless, vast space. Experience all the points of light in the space. You are the sky, and you are aware of the sky and the points in it. You are consciousness pervading this space. Now sense the breath ascending and descending through the nostrils like two streams of light. And the apex of this movement is the midbrain. See the meeting points of the two breaths in the midbrain. The two streams of light ascend through the nostrils and converge like an inverted V. And then on exhalation, the streams of light descend. Just watch the breath rise and fall. And now you're going to count words from the number 27. Inhale 27. The breath converges like an inverted V. And exhale 27. Streams of light descend. And so on. If you finish before you hear my voice again, please start over. If you get distracted and forget where you are, start over. Please begin.
Okay, Harry.
I can't do another movie night on that saggy sofa.
Yeah.
Can't hear anything for a while.
So now, with great deal, picture yourself in nature and you are looking for something. You're not sure what you're looking for. And soon you stumble across a portal. You step inside and you don't know where you're headed, but you trust it is where you're supposed to be going. And in the distance, you see light on the horizon. And you sense peace and contentment. The portal comes to a stop and you step out. The most magnificent place you have ever been. Such beauty. You come to the perfect place and sit down by a river and close your eyes. And every cell is absorbing the light and the radiance from the sun, filling you with exactly what you need right now. You hear a noise and you sense a presence. It's your spiritual guide. You get up and you greet the guide in whatever way feels right. And you spend some time together and you're excited to share your sankalpa with your guide. The guide is delighted to hear about your resolve and says, I have just the right thing for you. Your guide presents you with a gift, and you receive the gift in whatever form it comes in. You know exactly what to do with it. The guide also has wise words for you. What does your guide say? You thank the guide and take a few moments to be together in whatever way feels right. And then the time has come to say goodbye. You return to the portal and return to the place that you left feeling peace and confident, knowing that you have the tools necessary to manifest your sankalpa. You are quickly whisked back to the place where you and your parts are practicing Yoga Nidra. Gratitude for these parts that work so hard for your benefit. And then there is you, the one who can hold the embodied self in curiosity, compassion, clear, centered, creative, confidence, and courageousness. The self that loves you no matter what, honors you no matter what. Feel this love and acceptance. Feel this as you move your consciousness back into your physical body and feel it resting on space the body occupies. Keeping your eyes closed, picture the space around you in as much detail as you can. And feel a deep love and acceptance for all of you. And abiding in that feeling, take a deep breath and gently come back to life. The practice of Yoga Nidra is complete.